Hello, my name is Jeffrey Bialy. I'm the recruitment director for Into University Partnerships North America, where we partner with 24 different universities all over the country. And I can talk to you a little about some of the options to study in the US and things that you might consider when researching any university. So first of all, you want to look at the location, because the US, as you know, is a very large, diverse country. And depending on the region, not only do you have different climates, but you have different strengths that the universities may or may not display. For example, in the Northwest, you have a lot of computer chip design and prototyping, where companies like Intel began. So as a result, you see many years later, a lot of computer companies starting in that part of the world. Northern California, right? Intel is up in Oregon, so schools like Oregon State University. You have Microsoft in Seattle, right? Steve Jobs went to college in Oregon, right? Started Apple Computers. So a lot of computer activity there. Why? Because of Intel, right? Because of computer chips. So in the Northeast, for example, in cities like Boston, you have a lot of business analytics. So schools like Suffolk University might be interesting to you, or UMass Amherst. They have a couple of campuses in Amherst, also in Boston. So there are options there. Fisher College is there, right? Business analytics or finance in my hometown of New York City is an obvious place because of Wall Street. Right? It's the financial center in the United States. So schools like Hofstra, which are on Long Island, or Drew University, which are in Madison, New Jersey, or Montclair State University, which is in Montclair, New Jersey. These are all New York area schools would live in these locations just outside of Manhattan, and then work and, the students will take internships there, be involved in co-op programs. So there's a lot of business activity in those subjects in that region, right? Once we look at the southern states, for example, down in Texas or Arizona or Oklahoma, you have a lot of petroleum, you have a lot of aerospace, a lot of open space. So a lot of the engineering, civil engineering, structural, those are very good subjects at schools like the University of Oklahoma or at Texas State. A lot of students like Texas. There are Nepalese communities there, quite well established for a long time. So Texas State University is a good option for students looking at an MBA perhaps that is STEM designated, or even computer science, right? Similarly, you might be interested in agriculture, rural locations, schools like Southern Illinois University, right? Or even St. Louis University, which is located in Missouri. These are great schools for subjects like agricultural science, for supply chain and logistics, computer science, also aviation. That's where the first airplanes were flown. So yeah, there's a lot of companies that are then based on region. We go up into Illinois, farther up into Illinois, near Bloomington Normal, in the Chicago kind of greater area. And you see schools like Illinois State University that are doing extremely well in subjects related to project management, or even their MBA, due to companies like Tata being there, or Rivian Electronics, their automotive. It's the second largest EV vehicle company after Tesla. They're based there. State Farm Insurance, that's the largest insurance company in the US. So Illinois State University is really strong on things like actuarial science and mathematics, right? So there's always a story. George, capital of Washington, D.C., subjects like diplomacy, public policy, also engineering. We know Silicon Valley in California. The Washington, D.C. area is known as the Silicon Valley of the East. So in this region, we see lots of big IT companies as well. So if you're interested in computer science or engineering, you might look at places not just like Oregon, but also the D.C. area, right? So there's a lot of options, and that's why I welcome you to more of these sessions that we host here at EDF, at Education First. The counselors are very welcoming and very knowledgeable to help you with this interesting and exciting journey to the United States. So welcome again.